Okay, people, here we have the new prototype of my tank drain system that sits behind the corner mattenfilter. If you can see that or not. But what it does is it will drain the tank to halfway or to wherever you want it set. And while it's doing that, it's going to suck off the bottom of the tank. So when your mulm detritus goes through the mattenfilter and settles on the bottom back here in the corner, it's going to suck it out instead of having it interfere with your lift tube after it builds up so much. So here's what we got. We're going to turn on the water. And the tank's going to start draining. Hopefully the battery will last here long enough. You can't really see this, but down here we've got a valve and a black return line that comes down here, and it's zip tied right here next to this pipe. So as the water drains, the water is going to drop down, and when it gets to the level of this tubing, it'll suck air and it'll stop draining. But if we close this valve here, then we won't lose suction here, and we can drain the tank completely empty. So this lets us drain the tank down to a preset level of about half or wherever you want. You can slide this tube up and down and change where you want the tank to drain to. I've got the water coming in still. That's going to make it drain a little slower. Okay, here we go. Now we're draining. So hopefully this won't lose the battery before we get to the bottom, and you can see what happens. So down here where this tube ends, it's a 3/8 inch tube. We are sucking water through here, but the majority of the water is getting sucked through this 3/4 inch hole here and out the back and down and outside. So we've got a back drilled tank instead of a bottom drilled tank, but we're able to drain it all the way to the very bottom. Again, if we close this valve here, we won't lose suction here, and our drain will suck all the way off the bottom. So if we want to drain, say, 3/4, we can just leave this valve closed, and whenever we get to the level that we want to stop, we just open the valve, creates a suction. Okay, here we are. We're getting close to the suction tube. You can hear it sucking air. Boom, we've lost suction, and our tank is half empty. Hope you enjoyed my little invention.